Okay, our hailing frequencies are open. Welcome back, faithful viewer, listener, or fan of the Hit or Miss Star Trek podcast, to something a little bit different. If you've been keeping up with the things we've been putting out in the podcast channels over the last few months, you'll know that we are starting to expand a little. Besides just the regular episode reviews, which we are keeping going, we are doing interviews with significant figures in the Star Trek universe, and this is our first attempt at a Star Trek-based game show. It is based on an idea I already had for a Doctor Who game show for a friend of ours called Will. Basically, if you're not familiar, it's essentially just the quiz show Mastermind, and I will be beaming in 3 brand new contestants, only one of who can go through to the grand final, and there will be prizes that we're playing for at the very end for the winner of the grand final. We're going to have 3 episodes, aiming to have 3 contestants per episode, so that, again, the final will be a 3-person final, and the winner will take those prizes, which we will possibly flash up on screen now, or alternatively, check social media. We already have them. They're basically a couple of cool Star Trek books, but, I don't want to make anyone jealous. So anyway, enough from me. Without any further ado, I am going to cut over to myself to introduce the rules of the game and the contestants. The first round will be a specialist subject round where they've picked something in advance from within the Star Trek world. And then the second round will be just general knowledge, everything from within the Star Trek universe. And at the end of that, whoever's got the most points wins. Just to let everyone know, the contestants can pass as many times as they like, but passes are considered if there's a tie where the person with the fewest passes would win in that situation. The answers to any questions you passed will be read out at the end of the rounds. The times of the round. The first round, your specialist subject will last for 1 minute and a half, and the second round, the general knowledge question, will last for 2 minutes. So, without any further ado, the contestants are ready to be grilled like they're in a sham courtroom run by Q. So I will invite contestant number 1 to step up to the virtual big chair, please.
All right, hello.
Hello, contestant number 1. What is your name and where are you from, please?
Hi, I am from the East Coast of the United States.
Wow. And your name is Arielle, is that right?
Yes, I'm sorry. Is my audio bad?
And what was your specialist subject that you picked?
Sure, my specialist subject is going to be the Borg.
So yeah, you picked the Borg, one of Star Trek's most famous villains. You will have 1 minute and a half to answer as many questions as possible on the Borg. Any last questions before we get started?
I think you're the one who's supposed to have the questions.
Awesome. Well, you will have 1 minute and a half starting when you hear the timer. There we go. The first one. A ship of what species found themselves the unfortunate victims of assimilation in the Enterprise episode Regeneration?
Ooh. A pass.
Okay. How many actresses portrayed the Borg Queen in Voyager?
2. Susanna Thompson and Alice Krieg.
Exactly correct, yeah. What was Hugh Borg's designation before he was given a name?
3 of 5.
3 of 5, I'll give it, yeah. What do Borg inject into beings being assimilated to begin the process?
Nanoprobes.
Correct. What does Lily claim the name Borg sounds like in Star Trek First Contact?
Swedish.
Correct. Which quadrant of the galaxy are the Borg originally from?
The Delta Quadrant.
Correct. What's the name of Guinan's species who were almost wiped out by the Borg?
The Elorium.
Correct. Elorium. What rough shape was the Borg Queen's vessel as seen in Voyager's Dark Frontier?
The diamond shape.
Diamond shaped is correct. Let's see. What's the name of the character who Seven learns she had a relationship with inside the virtual world of Unimatrix Zero?
Axel.
Oh god, I just lost it. I forgot.
I've started, so I've finished. Do you want to pass that one?
I passed it.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I heard the answer from someone else, so I'm glad you said that. So, right, at the end of that round, Arielle, you are far in the lead. You scored 7 points with 2 passes. So well done. You know your stuff when it comes to the Borg. Those passes, by the way, the ship of what species from Enterprise was the victim of assimilation? It was the Tarkalians, oft referenced and only seen that once. And the character that Seven had a relationship with in the virtual world of Unimatrix Zero was called Axum. So, yeah, very good performances all round. I think by everyone there. What was that, sorry, Arielle?
I wanted to say Axel, so I was so close, but...
Well, you should have just guessed. You never know, do you? So, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Contestant number 2, please, if you could step up to the virtual big chair.
I'm right here. My name is Alex.
Hello.
And I'm from the Forest of Dean.
The Forest of Dean, nice, nice. And what was your specialist subject that you chose for today?
Believe it, Voyager.
I believe it was indeed. So, you're familiar enough with the rules, yeah?
I believe so.
As many questions as you can answer on Star Trek Voyager in 1 minute and a half. See if I can get the time working. Your time starts now. What species is the caretaker?
Borosistian.
I was looking for Nacine.
Nexine.
Yeah, sorry about that. Question 2. Who finds themselves demoted and confined to the brig in the episode 30 Days?
Tom Paris.
Correct. What's the name of Naomi Wildman's mother?
Samantha Wildman.
Correct. How many episodes of Voyager feature the character Q?
I think 3.
That's correct, yeah. As seen in Voyager, who was first Marge of the Kazon Mistrum?
Colour.
Correct. In which Voyager episode do we learn that the Vidian phage has finally been cured?
Seasons. Was it season 5 or 6? It was oh, crikey. Pass. He's got to me. Can't remember.
Fair enough, that happens. Questions. What name does the Doctor use throughout his adventure into the Beowulf holodeck program in Heroes and Demons?
Beowulf, I think.
I know he uses the name Schweitzer.
There we go.
What species is Naomi Wildman's father a member of? I've started, so I'll finish. We can still have your answer on that one.
Flippin' heck. Pass. I can't remember.
Passes. Okay, fair enough. You did well enough there. You scored 4 points at the end of that round with 2 passes. And those passes were the Voyager episode where we learn the Vidian phage has been cured is Think Tank. I think you were flitting around the right answer. And the species that Naomi Wildman's father was a member of is Catarian or Catarian.
Absolutely. I was thinking that. I just couldn't get it off the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, these things happen, don't worry. So, yeah, 4 points in your first round. Not too shabby. If you'd like to go and sit back down, and I will call contestant 3 up to the virtual big chair.
Thank you.
Okay, contestant 3, what's your name and where do you come from?
Sure. I am calling in from Orlando, Florida.
Wow, quite a way. Yeah, my name is Eric, of course.
Yes, sir.
So, what was the specialist subject that you picked to answer questions on today?
I believe I had picked ship class.
Ship classes, that's right, yeah. Obviously, you know the rules, as many questions as you can in 90 seconds on starship classes. A man after my own heart. I do love ship classes and nerdiness. So, your time starts now. What class of starship is the USS Equinox?
Oh, is Nova class.
Correct. Coveted and Arielle are classes of what type of ship?
Vessels.
Sorry?
Klingon vessels.
Correct. Klingon birds of prey, I'll give you that. Question 3. What 23rd century ship class was developed solely as a test bed for spore drive technology?
Are you asking the class or the ship?
The class. The class of ship, yeah. No, it's a crossfield.
Discovered.
Yeah. Question 4. What species has a vessel class named Dideridex?
There.
Sorry, you glitched out a little there. What was that?
Romulan. Star
Correct.
Empire.
Yeah, Romulan. That's correct. Question 5. What class of ship was the USS Stargazer, which launched around 2401?
Ooh. The Star... I'm gonna... Oh, I know this isn't...
You're racking your brain. No, it was a Sagan class. And that's the end of that round. The timer's gone. We didn't have a chance to ask anything else. And at the end of that round, Eric, you scored 3 points with no passes. So, yeah, not too bad. Only 1 point behind Alex's score. And we're fighting through technical difficulties and stuff, so I think that's pretty decent. So, yeah, awesome. So, thank you very much. And if you'd like to take your seat back, the player with the lowest score then at the moment is Eric. So, internet permitting, Eric, if you could step up to the big chair and we'll get ready for your general knowledge. Awesome. Awesome.
Here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Yeah, perfectly now. Great.
Swell.
Let me just get the timer ready because you have a little longer for this round. It'll be 2 minutes. So yeah, Eric, you picked starship classes as your subject. Are you a bit of a starship nerd as much as I am?
I think I am. I fell in love with the starship class, and I started watching Star Trek to it.
Yeah.
And I grew up with no movies, so I had the Excelsior, that big boat just was. So
nice. Yeah, that's fair. That's cool. Yeah, I've got a lot of ships and stuff myself. I'm a big fan of anything geeky like that, so that's cool. So anyway, this next round, as I've mentioned, will be on general Star Trek knowledge. It can be anything within the Trek universe, and you have 2 minutes. Are you ready?
Yes. Your
time will start now. The Next Generation episode The Perfect Mate guest starred which of Patrick Stewart's future X-Men movie co-stars?
Famke Janssen.
Correct. What class of ship is the USS Cerritos from Star Trek Lower Decks?
California class.
California class is right, I heard that. Winona Ryder plays what character in Star Trek 2009?
Amanda. Spock's mom.
That's correct, Amanda will do. Amanda Grayson. What's the name of the original episode in which Zefram Cochrane first appeared?
Pass.
Pass, okay. In the original series episode The Changeling, who was Nomad's actual creator? You racking your brains again?
Pass.
Pass, okay. What classic children's book did Amanda Grayson used to read to Michael Burnham and Spock? Was that sorry?
Alice.
That's right. Alice in Wonderland, correct? Let's see. In Discovery, what's the name of the Walker class vessel with the registry NCC 1227?
The Shenzhou.
Correct.
Shenzhou.
That's correct, yeah. Rudy Ransom is the captain of which controversial Federation starship? Equinox is correct, or Equinox. Who plays Shinzon in Star Trek Nemesis?
Tom
Started so I finished. You can
Hardy.
answer that. Tom Hardy is correct. Yeah, much better for that round. At the end of that round, Eric, you scored 7 points with 2 passes. So
all right.
You have a final score of 10 points to beat. And those 2 passes, by the way, the name of the original series episode where Zefram Cochrane first appeared was Metamorphosis. And the original series episode, The Changeling, Nomad's actual creator was Jackson Roykirk, who he mistook for Captain Jim Kirk.
Okay.
For reasons. So yeah, 10 points to score to beat. Thank you so much. If you'd like to take your seat back, and we will invite up the next contestant, who is Alex, the next highest scoring. So Alex,
I'm right.
welcome back.
Here.
Awesome. And yeah, you answered questions on Voyager, is that right?
Okay, let's see if I can do a bit better this time.
A bit better in general. Is Voyager your favourite series out of curiosity, or?
It is, yeah. But I'm thinking now I should have gone with Borg as my special object.
Yeah.
Because I got all those questions.
Yeah, I could kind of tell you were answering the Borg and the TOS questions, so maybe a closet original series fan as well. We'll see, I guess, when we get to the questions.
We'll see.
Right, so let me just set the timer up. You have 2 minutes to answer as many questions as you can. Obviously, you know you can pass if need be. Your time starts now. Who was in command of the USS Constellation and the only survivor when it was attacked by the so-called Doomsday Machine?
It was Captain Decker.
Commodore Matthew Decker. I can't give you that, sorry. Which two Star Trek series feature non-binary main characters?
Star Trek Discovery.
And
I want to say no, pass.
Okay. Prior to playing the Borg Queen in Star Trek Picard, Annie Wershing had previously guest starred on which other Star Trek series?
Enterprise.
Correct. In which Next Generation film will you hear Worf say the line, "Captain, I do not think it is appropriate for a Starfleet officer to appear naked"?
Nemesis.
Correct. In Star Trek Beyond, it's revealed that which character had been planning to leave Starfleet and devote themselves to another cause?
Spock.
That's correct. What Starfleet rank does Dr. McCoy hold throughout the original series?
I think he holds the rank of Commander.
It's Lieutenant Commander, sorry. What was the name of the cargo ship that transported Charles Evans to the Enterprise in Charlie X? Fair enough. The M113 Salt Vampire appeared to Dr. McCoy in the guise of which old flame?
Oh, crumbs. I was just watching it the other day. Pass, I can't remember.
That's that one, okay. Which Star Trek film had the tagline, "The Battle for Paradise has begun"?
Star Trek Insurrection.
Correct, and that's the end of the time there, so yeah, well done, Alex. At the end of that round, you scored 4 points, 3 passes. Unfortunately, it won't be winning the day. That gives you a final score of 8 points. But just to go over those passes again. The 2 Star Trek series with non-binary main characters. Discovery you got, but also Star Trek Prodigy, because of the character Zero. Was a bit of a slide.
Yeah, I was about to go with that, but I wasn't certain.
Fair enough. The cargo ship that transported Charles Evans to the Enterprise was called the Antares, and the Salt Vampire took on the guise of Nancy Crater. So
yeah, that's the one.
Right, just one contestant left then. Arielle, 10 is the score to beat, and you currently have a score of 8. So if you'd like to step up to the big chair for your general knowledge round, and we'll take it from there.
Great, sounds good.
Awesome. And are you a big fan of the Borg then? Because that was what you picked for your specialist subject.
Absolutely am. Begin with many years ago.
Yeah, I
My
love the
first
Borg
episode was
episodes.
Best of Both Worlds.
Oh, wow, that was your first exposure to any Trek, was it?
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay, awesome. Well, as I say, you need to score 2 points to tie, 3 points will win it. You have 2 minutes to answer as many general knowledge Trek questions as you can. And are you ready?
Yes.
Your time will start then now. Who is ultimately revealed to have been Garak's father?
An Auburntane.
Auburntane is correct. According to Brian Fuller, why does the USS Discovery have the registry number 1031?
Oh, I don't know. Pass.
You're passing that one. Okay. During which episode does Spock listen to heartbeats aboard the Enterprise to prove that Kirk didn't kill Lieutenant Commander Ben Finney?
Pass.
Passing that one, okay. What is Mr. Atos's job in the original series episode All Our Yesterdays?
Pass.
Fair enough. What's the first episode to feature any form of time travel?
First episode to feature any form of time travel. City on the Edge of Forever.
It was the Naked Time. Sorry.
Oh my god, obviously. Yeah.
Who was the first original series actor to appear in The Next Generation?
Oh, DeForest Kelly.
That's correct. Who was originally cast as Captain Janeway in Star Trek Voyager?
Jean-Vier, what's her last name? Oh, that's kind of important. Pass.
Close.
If I don't know.
Oh, pass, okay. What species is Neelix?
Oh, Neelix is, oh my god, Talaxian.
He is Talaxian, well done. Let's see. What's the name of Captain Archer's pet beagle?
Oh, Porthos.
Porthos is correct. System J25 is the location of Starfleet's first encounter with which infamous adversary?
the Borg.
Yeah, there was no way you were getting that one. And that's time. Okay, great. That concludes that round. At the end of that round, you scored 5 points with 4 passes, which does mean that with a final score of 13 points, Arielle, you are today's winner, and you will be going through to the final, hopefully, if you could make it. So, well done. Congratulations.
All right, sounds good, and I hope I'll have better connection at that point.
That's awesome. Yeah, just to go over your passes, though, because I know that there'll be people probably in the room here, as well as those listening who will want to know and know if they got it right. The episode where Spock listens to heartbeats on the Enterprise to prove Kirk didn't kill Ben Finney.
I can't remember, to be honest.
The episode in question was Court Martial. Okay. What is Mr. Atos's job in the original series episode All Our Yesterdays? Anyone know that?
Was it transporter operator?
No, he's a librarian. Very appropriate. His name is A to Z.
I feel less bad now. I thought I was woefully underprepared.
No, these are not easy questions, I don't think. But the actress originally cast as Captain Janeway in Voyager, does anybody know that surname? Because Arielle was halfway there.
I couldn't come up with it. If you'd asked me to lean Nicole Janeway, apparently.
Any guesses? No, the actress in question was Genevieve Bujold. So there we go. And that was all of the passes. Something French would have been fine. Couldn't have given you the point, but it would have been accurate. So, yeah, that's excellent. So that concludes today's episode. Thank you all so much for joining me and for fighting through a combination of intense heat and the internet causing issues. But it's hopefully going to edit into a great little episode, and I think everybody did pretty well. I mean, there wasn't a lot of points in it. Only 5 points between final runner-up and winner. So, but ultimately, congratulations to Arielle for winning the day, and hopefully I'll be able to convene with you to make the final. I think it might be on Friday this week, so hopefully we can make it then. And again, we have a better connection maybe at that point. So, thanks so much for joining me, guys, and I will let you all go now and I guess watch more Star Trek. All right.
Thank you.
I will.
All right, take care, guys. Thanks now. Bye bye.